Welcome to Career Talks with Sree. My name is Sreevidhya Santhosh and I provide unbiased guidance when it comes to higher education, premium institutes, entrance examinations, etc. In this video, you're going to learn everything about NID, which is National Institute of Design. Let's know what are the different courses that are offered by NID, the eligibility criteria, entrance examinations, etc. NID, as you all know, is National Institute of Design. NID has got various courses. They offer bachelor degree program, master degree program, PhD programs, etc. Their bachelor degree program is called B.Des, Bachelor of Design. And their master's is M.Des, which is Master of Design, and they also have a PhD program. In this video, I'm going to explain about B.Des program, because Bachelor Design program is something which you can opt directly after your grade 11 and 12. There are various disciplines offered in NID. They are film and video communication, exhibition design, animation film design, graphic design, ceramic and glass design, furniture and interior design, product design, textile design, etc. See, there are various types of specializations or disciplines that you can go through when you are taking up a designing program in an institute like NID. Now let's see what is the admission procedure for getting into B.Des program in an NID. NID basically, like, they have got an admissions portal which is mentioned here, so you can check their admission portal to know details of that. But apart from that, I'm going to explain things too. So let's see the eligibility criteria first. So +2, it's not mandatory that you should have taken science. And most of the time, like when I explain about entrance examination, everybody asks, like, ma'am, at the end of the day, like, you always say that it is for science students who have taken like either physics, chemistry, bio, or physics, chemistry, mathematics. But here you don't have a problem like that. Any stream is fine, whether it be science, commerce, or humanities. But there is an age criteria which they have set for. As of year 2022, it is for students who are born on or after 1st of July 2002. But there also there is reservation category relaxation of 1 year. Also for PWD category, there is a 5-year relaxation. Now, if you're watching this video in a year after 2022, please make sure that there will be difference in this year. It won't be like July 1, 2002. In 2023, it will be July 1, 2003. So that is something which you have to keep in mind if you're watching this video in another year. Fine. Now, the admission is purely based on an entrance examination which has got 2 stages. The first stage of the examination is called Design Aptitude Test, which is called DAT. Okay, DAT Prelims. They call it DAT Prelims. And the second stage is called D80 Mains. Okay, so these are the 2 stages of examination which you have to go through if you are looking for a seat in NID. Let us see what exactly is D80 Prelims. The mode is, it is basically a pen and paper based test. The language is English, and the duration of the test is basically like 3 hours. And the exam is divided into 2 different sections. Okay, total marks is 100. Now, in this D80 prelim sections, earlier I said that it has got basically 2 papers, of which the first paper is called a general ability test, which is going to be an MCQ. MCQ is a multiple choice question test, and paper 2 is going to be a design aptitude test. And design aptitude test will have drawing. It is not an objective type of a test. You have to draw certain things which they ask. I'll explain you what are the different sort of questions that they ask for this examination. Now, the prelims, which is D80 prelims, I said 2 papers, of which paper 1 is a MCQ based question. There you will have questions from different genres, like you may have questions from general knowledge, you'll have logo identification question. Logo identification is nothing than they'll give the logo of certain brands, and then they'll ask you to identify the brand. Or it can also be they will give you a brand name, and the options will be different logos, and they will ask you to identify the right logo. There may be logical reasoning questions, brand knowledge questions, questions related to art and culture. So these are the type of questions that they ask for D80 prelims paper 1, which is MCQ. Now let us see some sample questions of prelims paper 1. See, if you see, I mentioned 2 questions for you to get a basic understanding on what type of questions do they ask for this. So one question is basically like what percentage of the visible figure is shaded. So from the figure that is shown here, you have to understand how much percentage of the figure is totally shaded. Okay. So the next question is from art and culture. So here they have asked you to identify the form of painting and also from which part of India this particular form of painting has originated. So that is the question. So these are just 2 sample questions. You can find n number of sample questions if you Google. Please make sure that like you go through a number of questions before appearing any of these tests. Apart from this, you will also find rank files in bookstores. If you go to bookstores, they have like design entrance test books. So you can buy those books, which will also have sample questions. You can do a lot of mock tests. Also, previous year question papers are also available. Now, till now we were speaking about D80 Prelims paper 1, but this has got 2 papers, right? So paper 2 is also there. Paper 2 is basically going to be a drawing test. So in the drawing test, I've given sample questions here. If you go through, see the first question is draw the given pattern in the 2D cutoff surfaces onto the respective surfaces of the 3D cube. So if you have to answer these type of questions, you have to have a basic understanding about surfaces and perspective drawing and things like that. This will give you more idea on things like this. And there's another question. A drawing of a kitchen is given below. A 3-year-old child enters the kitchen and observes the scenario from the point marked X on the floor. Did you see X here? Okay, so you have to visualize that the child is standing on that point, which is where they are marked as X, and the child is having a view of this entire place. So on a child's point, you have to make a drawing. So this is the type of question that they will be asking for D80 Prelims paper 2. So after clearing the prelims, you can get on to D80 mains, same like your JEE main and advanced. Here also like you have a prelims and then it comes to D80 mains. D80 mains is something like a studio test. Do you know what a studio test means? Studio test is like you have to go to that place and basically they are going to give you some materials or some objects, and with that you have to make certain things. They are trying to identify whether you have got an inclination towards all these things. Okay, whether you are creative. Okay, how well you can think about when they ask you to do certain things. So it is basically hands-on things where you have to play with materials. Okay, it can be wires, it can be certain clay sort of materials to make some things, make some models, etc. So along with the studio test, they will also try to identify your interpersonal and intrapersonal skill sets. Okay, that will also be identified by questions and all. And once you complete these 2 things, you get admission for your programs. Let's have a look onto the number of seats. There are a total of 575 seats in NID, which is spread across different NIDs. Okay, Ahmedabad, Andhra Pradesh, Haryana, Madhya Pradesh, Assam, Gandhinagar, Bangalore. So each of these places are having different number of seats. Ahmedabad, they are having 125. The rest of the places, they have 75 seats for the programs. So this is how the seats are being given. So if you are a person who is interested in getting into the field of designing, and if you have just got into grade 11, I would advise you to start your preparations from grade 11 itself. Please don't wait until you complete your grade 12. It's not like, for most of the examinations, people think, okay, let me complete my grade 12 first, then I'll go for a 1-month coaching and then write the examination. You have to understand that you have thousands of people who are working for this examination since grade 7 and 8. Okay. So if you are not even willing to put in efforts from grade 11, it will be a bit difficult for you to compete with this children. But I will not say that like you have to go to a coaching institute for this. Go to a coaching institute if your financial situation allows, or else, what should you do? Please start watching YouTube videos. It's free of cost, right? The only thing that you have to pay for is internet, nothing else. So there are a lot of people who does videos on all these things. Find the right channel, follow the channel, watch the videos where they teach about like how to attend your prelims, how to attend the mains, what a studio test is, how to make a portfolio. From some of the designing entrance examinations, they will also ask you to provide a portfolio. So all these things are being explained by certain YouTube channels. So find the right channels, follow them, have a proper preparation starting from grade 11 and face the exam with confidence. Good luck!